there tonight.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, man.
Good evening.
Evening, Rick. How you been?
Pretty good, thanks. Busy, always busy.
You guys still on fire over there?
Actually, the conditions are improving quite a bit. We have had some rain and cooler temperatures, so I'm hoping that the worst is over. But never say never.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
It's everyone's breaking record heats, man.
Wow. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. None of it makes sense.
Well, climate change. That's a whole other topic, though. We don't want to get started on.
Climates always change. They call seasons, man.
It was a hot one here today, hit 98.
Same here, man.
Well,
Heat index might have been like 101.
I think
we got another one tomorrow.
But with the humidity, it felt like 104, they said.
Dude, I was drenched. It was so humid up here, it was fucking retarded. I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what's crazy down here all the time is the humidity. Can't beat it.
I was saturated more from the humidity than I was from my own sweat.
I remember living in Florida for like 7 months as a youngster, and oh man, those thunderstorms just pop up right out of nowhere, and then that humidity afterward is just like it takes your breath away. And then if you're into doing your hair and stuff like that, glad to be a bald man. I'll tell you that much. My mom hated it.
Bro, I could never keep my beard in control down there. You know, it just like frizzes out everywhere. It's crazy.
The base beard, or the one that your Speedo beard.
Well, that one too. You know, I mean, that motherfucker. You don't even bother straightening it at that point because you know it's just gonna get frizzy.
You gotta wax that fucker down. Yeah, put some beeswax in it.
Yeah, mustache wax, fucking curl them out.
You need bear wax, all right?
Yeah, with some bear grease for your.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? Our secret bear grease distributor isn't fucking doing a very good job of getting us our fucking bear grease. So.
Is he a secret?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll keep him that way.
Don't make him feel special.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We're not gonna say his name. Nobody even knows.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And he knows who he is.
And
fuck
he knows.
that guy.
Yep. Hey, Crazy Pop Mom, are you on a boat? Are you really?
You got your swim trunks and your flippy floppies?
Why do I?
She hijacked a boat.
She's on a 3-hour tour.
It looked like she
I like that you think that I'm on a boat, though.
It's never a 3-hour tour.
Well, when I was little, I used to like crawl up in my friend's boat and like the top, you know, so you could get underneath it and it was like all tent-like, but then everything, you know, so we could pretend that we were like on a cigarette boat, fucking running drugs or something.
No, I'm in my backyard under my gazebo, sitting on my air mattress that I sleep on when I sleep outside.
I don't know. I
Sleep
think
outside
when Connie
because-
said 3 hours tour, the whole Gilligan's Island thing was just like, holy shit, he has never been so right in his life.
So when you like normally you have to blow up an air mattress, sleep outside, is that because your husband just like boots you the fuck up out the house or what? How come you be sleeping outside?
Who says he's not sleeping with me, you fool?
I don't know. What kind? You got some weird neighbors? You like do that shit outside?
Sure.
I'm just curious.
I'm no
Got me
fool.
thinking now.
Those ones over there.
Even if my girl wanted to sleep outside on an air mattress, I'm still coming in my room and going in my bed. Fuck that shit.
Like,
That's your adventure.
Shit outside.
I don't even care about that. I'm talking about my back.
Have offered us a naked party next door, so you know, I guess they really don't care over there. I don't know. I don't know much about my neighbors, and I don't care really. As long as they
interesting lane, it sounds like.
Sleeping.
Yeah, it sounds like you could get to know a lot about them if you just.
Right? Yeah.
Just pay a little bit of attention.
She's like, well, I know that one's got this one birthmark.
No, I don't.
Yeah, right.
I do not. I know that it was very weird for us to be smoking weed in my backyard and that being the conversation coming through the fence.
Yeah.
What would it be? It'd be like, oh, look at that birthmark. It's the shape of Saskatchewan.
On the inner
Like-
thigh.
I don't
Remember
yeah, I
on Porky's where the fucking the guy sticks his dick through the shower hole there? The
Yes.
teacher's like, I don't know it. I know that mole anywhere.
That's
That's
why
it.
I'm 10 feet away from each fence in my yard right now.
It's
Oh my God.
such a great movie.
If you
They
film
weren't
that
glory hole in it, were they?
No, God, no.
That movie Porky's,
off.
the school bus, all the school bus scenes were filmed on a beach right down here, and they just tore that shit down like 5 years ago. Those buses in that area was still there. They made it a bar, and they made it a place that people could go hang out. And then a commercial fisherman pulled up right behind it because it was off the water to sell shrimp and crabs and shit. It was pretty cool.
Huh. Yeah, well, that's still one of my all-time favorite movies, I'd have to say. It's like the part where where Pee-wee's naked running down the road after they all get chased out of that abandoned house there. And the cops pull up behind him and he's running. He looks behind him, starts running faster. Just for some reason, that just gets me every time.
Shit. I gotta
You
go.
say
roll
Pee Wee Herman?
No, Pee-wee from Porky's.
Oh,
Porky's.
oh, okay.
Everybody's in chat, huh? I'll be right back. I gotta roll a blunt.
All right.
so many. I
Yeah,
have an
everybody's
answer.
fucking hanging out.
I just
So-
want to answer a question. If I was a sound, I would be a ricochet.
Bing, bing, bing.
What kind of projectile would you be? Because that would determine the sound of the ricochet.
I'd be an
I'd be a
echo.
nail coming out of the fucking
yeah.
nail gun.
Bouncing off of what?
An echo? Echo?
Metal.
Off of something making a ricochet sound. I don't know.
Bing, bing, bing.
You know,
You're lame.
you're lame. If I was a projectile, I would be a projectile. That's what I would be. If
You
I
were
was one,
you were a projectile
Easy
in utero.
then I would still be again, and then I would blast into space. Like really, if I can have my druthers, I want a fucking Spock funeral. You know what I mean? Just shoot my body off into the fucking.
Dude, I just really want to inconvenience everybody with mine. I want like a Viking type shit. Like I want the pyre built. I want some asshole with like a flaming slingshot to light that motherfucker on fire, and they all have to stand there until I fucking burn out. That's what I want.
I just want to jump off the Empire State Building and make a mess for the people down at the bottom.
What the fuck? You don't have a list, Rick? Where's your list? Where's your list, Rick? Where's your list? Help us
Yeah,
out
right.
here.
My
We got
lips.
people
List
just
for
off the
everything.
building, man.
So the future, everybody. The future is now.
So what I hear, there's some guy going around Discord hollering about how autos are the future.
Yeah.
This guy's a fool. This guy's a fool, bro.
There's a few people actually.
You know, I think for a certain latitude,
It all
It
depends,
is.
you know, where on the hand you're at,
it's true though.
Okay, okay.
where on the
It's
hand.
true. No, really, like for Rick, as far
Yeah.
as growing outside,
Auto-
it is
auto-
the future.
Great for some people, but for others,
Seriously, I think so. I'm like with you, Rick. I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah, well, it's I have no choice. If I want to grow outdoors, it has to be auto or light deprivation, but
Right.
a lot easier for autos.
Absolutely.
And you know something? I don't know how long they've been around, but from the first time they
Probably from the beginning, I would think.
until now, they've improved a lot. And they're only you know, I don't know how much I'm into genetically modified shit, but they're just going to keep making them better and better
Would hope
Oh, the
so.
autos?
in the science laboratories.
For autos, you mean?
Yeah.
You mean a garden?
Oh, 100%. Shit, dude, 5,
Oh,
10
yeah.
years ago. 10 years ago, you mentioned an auto, anything Ruderellis or a lowrider variety, and people would laugh at you and shit. Nobody wanted to run that crap.
Yeah.
Y'all want to, since I did just hear of Dab Frog, y'all want to see something really funny? Since my torch broke, this is the torch I get to use. Oh, now what's really funny is I can't find it. But,
My weed.
oh, here it is.
The fuck is that? Oh,
Look at that torch.
That's gonna take forever to freaking heat up a banger.
It actually throws a pretty decent.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
for its size. What?
Man, I always look at this instead of take a fucking dab.
Me too.
So I think I figured it out, guys. I got my screen set up so that if I ever go and set up my old laptop and figure out how to get like the Wake and Bake song and then the song Lobster did, and I put them on my front of my computer thing on the one corner where I can see it at all times, then I can get to that and screen share it and like play that at any point in time that I want. I learned something about my computer in the last week. Aren't you proud of me?
Absolutely.
Mildly.
Sam, the look on your face.
Very proud of you. Don't listen to them.
So what you guys smoking on tonight?
I got a fat sack of New York Diesel right here that I've been puffing on. And then I've also got some Sensi Star Shatter. I've been doing that. It's been pretty badass.
Right now?
I'm smoking on 311 when he came Sunday and we went golf and he brought me an ounce of fucking just buds he had sitting around. So it's a mixture of everything. It tastes pretty good and smells great.
I'm not sure what I'm smoking on. It was whatever the slowest running old lady had in her bag that I caught up to.
Without falling off.
Pretty
the
dank
skateboard.
though. Pretty dank.
I was hitting on that fucking Dank Man Dan Primal Punch. Fucking fantastic. And just to make sure who fucking knows, like whatever I grab off the shelf, it's hard to tell.
What's
you
that
got
crazy?
there, Crazy Pop
Yeah,
Mom?
what you got there, Crazy Pop Mom?
My own OG Kush.
Ah.
I actually have some of my wedding cake here.
Nice.
I did a little shoddy job on the trim because I'm not like giving it to anybody and I'm just gonna smoke it myself. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I still got a whole entire GMO to fucking trim, which I got done today, but it took me 3 days. But yeah, I was like, fuck that. I don't even care. This
I've
is
had
mine.
my moments lately, so I get where you're coming from because I'm just like, oh, I don't care. Like, if it's for me, what the fuck do I care?
Yeah.
And a lot of them have a really good sugar leaf content, so it's just like, do I care?
People,
Just say,
people
I mean,
I was gonna say people roll sugar leaves.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very picky about my trim. So like, there's never any fan leaves in my trim. That all gets plucked and gets thrown back in. And any trim that I keep is actually just super high quality sugar leaf. And I mean, it makes a tasty joint if you just roll, just a joint of that sugar leaf. So yeah,
I've been desperate.
I'm guilty myself of doing like the half-ass trim. Holy shit, did you fucking cook that thing or what? Is it just getting that hot?
That thing caught on fire, man.
You put it down on the oven.
Think about it.
That shit,
I had a
it ain't
grenade.
made.
Man, that shit was crazy. It started melting.
It ain't made for that.
Here goes Johnny.
We almost watched DP die.
Yeah.
We're about to watch Johnny fall
Honey,
asleep.
how much is that you're taking?
Enough.
That's, I don't want to say that's a stupid amount, but I mean, that's a stupid amount.
It's a regular amount for Johnny.
Dude, I ate a gram the other day. I couldn't even function the next morning until like 11, dude.
Licking the table off. Hell yeah, that's my boy. Johnny, you're on mute.
Oh, so
Right,
mentally
Johnny.
stable by now.
All right, everybody time it. What is it, 9:16? He'll be out of here in an hour.
Yeah. Before
He's got to
that.
take a Johnny time before he goes to bed.
45 minutes.
I got to get them and remember those seeds that you sent me. Do I have the White Widow Afghani crosses that you did? Do you know?
He don't know shit about. He don't know shit about fuck. Look at that look. He don't know.
All right.
He wasn't
I
even
was just
sure-
choking there, coughing and trying to catch my breath, and then everything got silent. And I look up, and everyone's just kind of staring. And I was like, I get the funny feeling I'm being watched right now.
All on Johnny.
I was
What
just
happened?
asking. I was thinking about the seeds, and I was really like, somebody was talking about the White Widow Afghani the other day, and I got really excited. And I was like, wait, I don't think I have that one. But do I have that one?
I
don't
I
remember.
I don't know. I imagine there's a list somewhere back at where I live of what we gave to who, but I'm on the road and I don't know. You'd have to check in your
Johnny should know this answer.
I'll ask you some other time because I think I know which vial it's supposed to be if it's the right one, but it's up
Hey,
there.
hey,
And I don't
Fluff.
feel like standing up.
Hey, Fluff, if you
you
don't
got
have it,
one
I know,
that would be
I know I got
labeled-
White Widow Afghani that
If
he
you-
sent me.
if you got one labeled, I think it would be like maybe 4, 7, and 16, and there's another number in there too.
Like 12 or something. Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Maybe a 10.
Yeah. Is that the one? Is that those?
Yeah, those would be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got those then. All right, cool.
But just shoot me a picture or whatever you got, and I'll be able to verify it for you once I actually kind of
Oh, yeah.
got it.
Right on. Hey, I was just looking in the chat. It looks like Blue Kiss said she's all like in a funk and stuff. We should just like get her on the show.
Yeah,
and,
man.
And I'll whisper sweet nothings to her.
Yeah,
And
come on,
make her
Blue
feel
Kiss,
better.
get on here.
Come
We'll
on.
be
Yeah.
like, hey,
Get on here. We'll make
Come on,
you feel
Blue
better.
Kiss.
I woo her.
Funky too, man. Come on. Be funky with me.
who's whistling?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that
He wants you to get funky with him.
It makes me feel good.
I'm porchless, so I'm dabless tonight. That's fantastic.
That's okay.
Hey, I think I'm
G-Bay.
going to sleep.
User. That's cool.
G-Bird.
G-Bay.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Great to see you.
Tuesday?
Oh yeah.
Cheers,
Good
man.
call. Hey, I got a
You
quote.
don't know what day it is? That's hilarious.
Well, I had to be. My dad told me it was Tuesday, like 2 hours ago. But hey, I got a question. It's in fucking chat by Booth123. He said sexting and sifting. So I'm just curious. Is he talking about seeds?
Pollen.
You dry sifting? I mean, hey.
Yeah, I know that's what I do. You know, I mean, I sext and I sift between the two girls. You know, like I'm just curious what's going on. Is he talking about seeds or something else?
Is he manually culling?
Did you miss a T?
These are all very good questions.
Those are valid. Those are very valid.
And that's why I asked.
I think it's time for my chocolate frosty.
I imagine environment is
That's
key.
what she
That
said.
sounds nice.
You got French fries to dip in that shit?
They're gone. I already dipped in a couple, man, but I put the rest of the frosty in the fridge right
A couple.
after.
I learned that a frosty only came in chocolate until not too long ago. The original frosty was only chocolate.
Wasn't it only like in the 2000s? Like
I didn't even know they
got-
came in another flavor.
Yeah, vanilla.
You didn't know?
What the fuck? No, I thought it was
Yeah,
only
man.
like that forever. Why would you change it?
Frosty.
That's what it is.
It's, you know, I mean, fuck, I don't like chocolate, so I never ate the motherfucking, like, I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Dude, it's like
Well,
a
you
total
weren't missing
blender.
anything. Frosty ain't worth a fuck.
That was
Dude,
probably
yeah,
some fucking millennial complaining.
if somebody
about-
said, do you want a frosty or a blizzard? I'm going for the fucking blizzard, all right?
Oh, you damn right.
Hey, Sam, they changed it to stay politically correct.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fuck- that's
Yeah.
stupid.
To cause separation between the vanillas and the chocolate flavored fucking
It's like some
frosty
fucking millennial.
lovers.
Why can't all the fake fucking ice creams just get along, man? I don't understand.
Soft serve,
and they
hard
all-
serve.
And they all suck compared to Ben and Jerry, so they all got fucking work to do. So
Yeah, pretty much.
step it up, everybody else. Fuck off.
Hey, nothing beats mint chocolate chip.
What
I
the
don't
hell?
know, man. Chocolate chip cookie dough. I fucking love it.
I can think of most things, actually. And I like mint
Dude,
chocolate chip. Don't get me
like-
wrong.
Butter pecan ice cream is fucking fire.
See, now we're talking. Fluffy knows what's
I hate pecan. Ugh.
Hey,
That
you
was
know what's
that,
funny though? I hate pecans too, but I love butter pecan ice cream. I just eat it.
Yeah,
It's-
you put pecans in ice cream, dude. They're so fucking good. Holy shit. Whatever the flavor. Yeah, man.
Dude, you put brownies in ice cream, and apparently they're fucking delicious.
Those brownies
Yeah.
are always delicious.
Especially if you burn 'em.
Apparently. Yeah, Prophet doesn't like brownies, so he's like, oh yeah, I put them in ice cream. I love them. This guy.
Over the weekend, I tried.
Listen,
to
everything
buy
you
my-
like, you can't mix together in a bowl and expect it to be fucking delicious.
You are so true. You're so true. Sorry to cut you off.
If it doesn't touch in the bowl,
Well, are you one of those weirdos like you can't touch? Like if you put like fries and ketchup on a plate, they can't touch until you're ready for them to touch? Or like, is there some shit? Like, does there have to be a divider? Like, are you that guy? Tell me about this. I need to know.
my brother was at one point. That's why I know about it. Me, I don't care. I can slap it all together into a big old fucking. Matter of fact, oatmeal looks like that.
Nah, man, because you know what?
Right now.
That's because you lived a life, man. You know when you're like, okay, I got one bowl and I got all this food and I want to fucking eat it and I fucking put it all in.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're just so fucking hungry, no matter what
Yeah.
the fuck that motherfucker.
Then you're like, I gotta clean everything. Fuck that. One bowl, one fucking thing. Yeah. No, I feel you, DP.
Let's
I
face
bet
it, a
not.
lot of the times when you mix a bunch of stuff together, it just tastes better like that. You get the flavors mingling. And
Well, I'm kind of in that conundrum right now because, like, I have a
But not
broken bong that I can't really use. I have my bangers I can't really use. I got my bowl I could use, but allegedly it has a little bit of spirit molecule dust around it and stuff. So that'd be a sketchy situation to accidentally get into that, not intentionally. So yeah, roll up the old doobie.
Debatable.
He'll be sitting there with his phone swiping right.
No, he would just sit there like this for a little bit, and then he'd be like, "Whoa, sorry guys," or he'd start crying because he'd be like, "Dang it, it wasn't even close, just enough to taste,
Look at his face. He already hit it.
I took a little tester.
just enough to fucking pique your appetite, but not bet it back
I
down."
took a little tester, and it was enough for me to be like, "Eee, do I want to go all the way?"
Pretty sure you do.
Of course. Just time and place for everything. I got to get
Look at him adulting, thinking ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
some
doing
shit.
it for different reasons this time. You know what I mean? I'm doing it for more of some healing purposes and stuff like that, and so I don't want to do it all willy nilly like.
Yep, right on. Do it
and
with
I'm looking
purpose.
forward. So fuck yeah.
Hey, I opened up my room again, guys.
Cheers, Indy.
What's up, B?
Indica.
Indica!
What's up?
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Fucking 2 days in a week. Wow.
Yeah, I finally home on time, we'll say, and then not having it downstairs, man. Only got one plant, that cuvee, so it leaves a lot of fucking time, man. I can tell you that.
Great to see
Well,
you,
I'm
B.
glad to see you're sitting for once because I know you don't do that often.
No, we we've been so fucking busy. It's bad. And then unfortunately, Mrs. B's father got coronavirus, and he also got pneumonia as well. So he's been in the hospital. So that's been kind of fucking right. It was very close. He was almost dead because he's got diabetes and a bunch of other stuff. He's an older guy, So dealing with that, and then just trying to get this house done so we can fucking get out of here, man. So. Yeah, so how's everybody doing?
Yeah. Good, man. And so I hope he's going to be okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's been a rough, like I said, 3-4 days. She got a phone call today. And my Mrs. B, she's from Guatemala, so this isn't even here, and sucks, to have to see her go through that shit, man, and you can't fucking do nothing, you know what I mean? And out there, healthcare is like, for him to go to the hospital, we had to pitch up, it was almost $6,000 for a private hospital, because hospitals like say you have here, I'm not sure in Canada, but he'd be on the fucking floor, man. He would have been dead. It's crazy. It's just how it is in other countries than here.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Fuck.
and then my stepfather, I know you guys know about that. He's still not doing great. He's got to go get a defibrillator, I guess, put in his heart as well. It's barely pushing over 35%. So,
Wow, man, my dad's at 25, and he has to do the
Yeah.
same fucking thing.
Yeah, man. I've never seen him so down. He's such a, I don't want to say active guy like that, but he's always been a humble, happy, and just the depression, man. It's like, fuck, like,
Yeah, my dad's been a worker. My dad's been a worker, and now that he can't work, man, it's just,
yeah.
I don't know. The first month was okay, and now it's like he hasn't gotten the operation yet. It was after a stroke, and fucking the first month was okay, but like once he realizing that sitting at home and the same shit's always on and fucking whatnot, it just gets monotonous, dude. You can see the frustration. Like imagine the same thing your dad's going through.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's he's been in my life now almost 10 years, and yeah, he's a guy that went from working 17-hour days, fucking 7 days a week sometimes, to fucking playing nothing and being told, can't work for this amount of time, this and that and this, and then it's just like holy shit, man, and it's my mom, what she makes doesn't pay for what they have, unfortunately. So it's, he's got to deal with that too. It's like, fuck, dude, so.
Are they saying 2.5 months after the operation to heal before he could really start moving around again?
Yeah, before he can really start. Yeah.
Yeah,
right
fucking.
Now, the only thing he can do is like 10-minute walks. He does about, I think he said 3 or 4 a day, but nothing. Like he can't exaggerate or however you pronounce that further than that. Like, he's very limited, and it's, he went back to work, the crazy fucker, man. And the
Mine too.
Doctor and my mom, he had to obviously stop working, you know what I mean? But he went back because he's just like, how the fuck are they going to survive? It's like shit, so. But, it's like, man, you just got to stay positive and humble and fucking, I got dreams that I'm looking forward to, and hopefully within years to come, I can, share that with my family and give them a better life, and for times like this, not to be as stressful, maybe, so, but yeah, I'm pumped. I'm here with you guys, man. And that's all that matters to me. So, finally.
On that note, damn frog.
Hell yeah, Johnny.
Second that, Johnny.
What are you screaming at, Johnny?
Everybody. How are things going in the hoop house there, Indica?
Good, man. We were just over there tonight. Did a top dress with some Build a Soil, the flower. I believe it's Build a Flower. I want to say it is. They're doing beautiful. I got the white weddings. Fuck, man, that's the farthest in the flower right now. We're pushing about third week now on those, and Lemon Jeffrey. I don't know. That's about to go. I had to pull it all the way down today, like to the side. Well, not all the way, but pretty, because it's going fucking right to the roof, man.
Wow.
And even Mrs. B, she's like, "Are you sure this isn't flower?" And if you look close, man, you could see the pistils. You know what I mean? But I'm like, "Fuck, dude, this is gonna be a long one on her," But yeah, besides that, they're doing really well, very, very well. We're having another heat wave, so I went in when I got a monitor in there, and I didn't get there until late this evening. We had 117, I think it said on there, 118.
Wow.
And I think tomorrow, the next day, is supposed to get warmer and warmer, like back up to like 90s to 100. So we'll see.
Heat index is going to be like 102, 103 for us.
Okay, yeah. And then I know the humidity with it too. So
oh my God.
Fucking like, I don't know. I think it's like 70, 80 fucking percent, man. I don't know.
I was saturated outside. Yeah. I was working outside, dude, and I was saturated, not from sweat, but just from the fucking humidity in the air.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I bet you've fucking it pushed hard enough, man. The needle, and I got a digital monitor and I got a manual monitor for humidity, temperature, and shit just spread out. That thing was pinged, man. You know what I mean? Like past 100. You know what I mean? I'm like, God damn, dude. but they're praying, man. They're happy, you know. So they're doing well. So I'm hoping, knock on wood, we have a stellar year, you know. So
Yeah, my outdoors are looking pretty good. Knock on wood.
yeah, man.
I just want one good outdoor run. You know, it's my first one. It'd be great to luck out that way.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, this is the easiest I'll have to say, and fuck all my outdoor growing that I've ever done in my life, and since I've been in Massachusetts, you know what I mean. Back, you know, steadily growing for numbers of years. I mean, I see caterpillars all outside, man. No caterpillars this year yet inside. I mean, the IPMs is just a lot easier to maintain. I notice I'm not spraying as much. It's just a lot smooth sailing, I guess you could say, in a way. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, I remember being, fucking this and that, you know, battling this, battling that. It was always never ending, you know.
I have not seen any caterpillars, and
No.
I feel fortunate for that.
Well, that's good, man. I noticed a few of them outside of it, like I said, and I noticed, you know, the moth population and stuff starting to up peak more. I noticed, which usually entail, I know around our area, I want to say mid September, you really start seeing them out there, you know, late September. So
I've been seeing them fucking popping around here and there a lot more lately, and yeah, they're really starting to come out. I had one. I caught one little fucking bud dying on a plant. Fucking looked, and you know, I almost couldn't even tell. You know, the caterpillar was so small. You know, but he fucking was halfway through that damn branch that he was sitting on. You know, little bastard. So you know, luckily I got him off, and it was only one little ass piece. But you know, yeah, it's time to start looking out for them fuckers, and you got to be, you know, and some of them are slick. You got to fucking keep an eye out.
Oh,
now, what like beneficials could you use? Is it even beneficial to use like beneficial insects like in an outside backyard where it's not really contained too much? Is that advisable, or is that more so for like greenhouse areas?
I mean, there's all kinds of weird things that people do, you know, to keep things off, you know, your slugs, your caterpillars, you know, they'll do like the copper around the plants and shit like that. There's like let's see, like a BT powder. It's a
I was more like for like insects, like using beneficial insects.
I mean, in my situation, you're just dead outdoors. You know what I mean? You can't keep them anywhere. I can release them on that plant, but they'd be gone in 5 seconds.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah. So there
you're wasting money at that point. You know.
Are there ways of like being able to keep them around the area a little bit more, keep them, you know, kind of hungry but still attracted to that area? So.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the problem. If they're not staying in the area, that's because there's more food somewhere else. If in order to keep them around, you want to have more of their food, which is what you don't want. So
right, yeah, I was
kind of a catch-22.
Like attracted them other than the food, yeah.
Right. Oh, can you train them to stay near the plants, or maybe get some little tiny leashes for them and
electric fences, shock collars, miniature. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Rick.
You can probably use certain banker.
Oh yeah, that nanobots and stuff. Yeah, that's high technology.
You should just put in a request over with Elon Musk over there, and maybe he can make you some bots for your garden.
Or we can holler at Canada's Finest. I heard he has a product he's working on that may work. I believe somebody might be using some to see if it works or not.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a purple Romulan that was given to me, but it's an outdoor plant, and I want to flower it in a tent because I have the ability to do that. But I'm worried about bugs naturally, and I've ruined my own personal crops doing that. So I got a hold of Trevor because he's got his spray that he's developed, be it resistance is futile, and so we're gonna give that a shot and see if we can help take those out and make sure none of them nasty little fuckers destroy my crop, because it's been far too long since I've had anything in the bloom, and it's going to be weeks more until I still have anything that I've currently got growing ready to bloom. And where I've got this thing right now, it's like 3 to 4 feet tall. So this thing.
What do you guys think about bringing in ladybug larvae from outside?
Yay.
Because you know the little larvae there, the ladybugs, they're really voracious, right?
Yeah. I mean, are you saying like collecting them from outside and bringing them to your inside garden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you know what you're collecting and bringing to your garden. Yeah. Why not? I mean, why would you not take a free predator?
Looks like, right? The little alligator looking red and black thing.
Yeah.
This time of year, it's awesome. I don't know where they come from, but they invade my garden at this time of year, and I love it. Because there's a little bit of aphids out there, a little bit of this and that. Nothing major, nothing that's hurting anything. But then these little baby ladybugs come in and just fucking go to town. I found one the other day. He was munching on an aphid. It was awesome. I wanted to get a picture, but I didn't have my phone.
It always seems like this time of year, about this time of year, I get ladybugs and a big explosion of the praying mantis this time of year.
Like,
and
I
actually, what's that?
Oh, I've never really seen praying mantis in my yard. We have them around here, obviously, but I'd like to have an army of those guys.
Yeah, no, it's great to see them things around. And, about this time of year, is when, like I said, when I see them start to really start coming around. That and I start seeing a lot of assassin bugs around. And I catch all them little bastards from outside, and I'll put them in my garden.
Nice.
Fucking cool.
Dude, assassin bugs are the shit.
Yeah, they're fucking
bad. I'm gonna have to check that out. I wonder if I have them around here.
You do. They're just real fucking small, dude.
It's like it's a small, like, and it almost kind of looks like a praying mantis, except like even more evil looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
more,
you can't
more
mess
beetly at the same time. So
yeah, if you see one, you'll be like, wow, now I see what.
A
You don't even have to like get
praying mantis thing.
Yeah,
well,
when you see it, you'll be like, yeah, that's an assassin bug. Like, that's how it got its name. It looks like it's ready to kill some shit.
Yep.
Okay.
See, we don't have cool bugs like that growing up in my neck of the woods. I think it gets too cold, which because that'd be cool, praying mantis, stuff like that. I love it. We do see green lacewings though. I see those quite frequently. Anytime I see green lacewings, I'll try and take them into my grow room.
So I'm gonna eat some gummies. Figure I'll eat a small dick for you Canadian folks. And once I eat that one, I'm gonna eat one to represent us Northerners.
But he's not gonna use his mouth. Watch this.
Woofing? Are you woofing one?
Yeah, the long way.
I'll eat it a long way, but it comes out sideways. It's so fucking weird. That's why I can't go to bars. I keep telling you guys. Every time I sit on a stool, I hit the floor.
Yep, he poops so good afterwards.
Oh, so good.
The long way, Prophet.
I sleep wrong. I sit on stools wrong. Oh, check this out. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah. I always knew he'd be into threesomes.
Balls last. Represent.
Look at all the way down. Prophet likes to stick his nose in people's belly buttons.
Dude, that's a mouthful of dick. I'll be honest with you.
You're like, I don't know how it works, but it's like son, like mother, huh? It's weird.
That's where he got his technique.
Yes. His mom was good teacher.
This was tough, dude. This was tough to choke down.
Here's the thing, though: is Prophet is better, and I'll tell you why. Because he's a man, so he knows what is good.
Listen, I cry. I make the whole experience unpleasant. You won't enjoy it. It's. I'm just saying.
That's debatable.
Check my ratings. I mean, I know I'm on like some kind of credit scoring where it comes to that.
I'm baked.
Welcome back, Johnny.
Has it
Johnny
been 5 minutes yet?
medicated himself 20 minutes ago, right?
20?
What was the time, Prophet? You said note the time. It was like 7 or no,
That's
9.
quarter after.
Yeah, okay.
Do we know officially how much of that RSO did you take?
A squirt?
I don't know. About a gram.
It was about a
About a
squirt.
gram,
ish.
a gram-ish.
You know, I bet you your concept of a gram isn't actually a gram.
No?
It did seem
It
like
wouldn't.
that
It
plunger
wouldn't
went
shock me.
fast.
Those kind of measurements don't really concern you.
Donnie's
No.
talking about a graham cracker. It's how much?
No, that motherfucker takes 3/4 of the syringe, and he's like, "Yeah, that's about the size of a gram of weed."
I don't use a scale.
Well, you're supposed to use the measurements on the side, man. The little lines.
You know the little lines that
Little lines on the side of the syringe.
Hey, my prescription's 4 years old and I can't even see with my bifocal, so I just guessed.
It's hard to read upside down too.
Yeah, dude, if you go to the pharmacy and ask for an oral syringe, they'll give you like new ones with lines and numbers.
Lines and numbers?
and things and stuff.
There might even be emojis nowadays.
Hey, since we're talking about edibles, I just had something popping on my mind. Does anyone know anything about Phoenix Tears? Because at one of the dispensaries here, they sell in a syringe. I've heard of Phoenix Tears before, but I thought it was a smokable concentrate. But they're marketing it as an edible, saying you get 810 milligrams of edible oil of sorts for whatever the price was. It was fucking pretty.
Is it the CO2?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking, because I remember you talking
How
about.
could it be Phoenix Tears? I thought that was the tincture that was made, wasn't it? Or is that just called the RSO that was called Phoenix Tears?
Over here we have stuff that's called Dragon Tears. That's kind of similar. It's a high grade FSHO, full spectrum hash oil. That can be used. You can eat it, vape it, boof it, put it under your eyes, whatever you'd like to do with it. It's pretty high up there, and it does also contain some of the other terpenes as well, but it's also pretty pricey around here. So I don't know if it's the same thing or if it's more affordable by your way. But it's like 110 over here for something.
Well, Phoenix Tears was just renamed RSO. For whatever reason, the whole thing about Rick Simpson oil wanted the name changed, whatever. So they changed RSO to Phoenix Tears. And
Yeah, I knew it was one or the other.
Vape RSO. From my understanding, you should not do that.
I've seen people do it, and they weren't really complaining about it.
If it's a CO2, the FSHO, then
No, it's the alcohol.
You're getting that alcohol extracted goop. You do not. Yeah, I mean you can if you. Yeah.
I mean, you smoke weed with plant material. Fuck it.
Because I'm thinking they were selling the syringe is 810 milligrams for $20 if I recall. And the next best price to something that I could find is like a $40 gummy for 1,000 milligrams. So I'm just thinking about buying a couple of these syringes and giving it a go, see if it works. But I know it's like I said, I'd heard of Phoenix Tears, but I always assumed it was something that you were meant to smoke it. Just an insanely high percentage of THC concentrate or something like that. I was unaware that it was kind of another name for RSO.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, maybe it's worth giving it a shot.
Just eat it.
Yeah, I mean, is it a dark tarry oil or is it?
It looks to be. It looks to be fairly dark.
Then it should be an RSO. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. If you look up Phoenix Tears, you go to Rick Simpson's website. So if you have a dark tarry oil, then you have RSO. And they say
420.
And they say because of the fact that with RSO, if it's not completely, cooked off, so if all of your solvent or whatever is not cooked off, which a lot of times in RSO won't be because it makes it a little easier to get it in the syringe if you leave just a touch. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't make it quite as much like just black tar.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why they really say you shouldn't vape it and stuff, because what might be left behind. Okay.
Now, what about the cure, the cold cure? That makes a cleaner product, but not necessarily a medicinal one, right?
Hey, if you eat
I
it,
don't
be
know what you mean.
careful.
When did
Okay.
Captain when you get in here? Cheers,
It
bro.
gets
Yeah.
terrible
What
on-
up, Captain?
Terrible on your teeth.
Johnny's bitching
Hey,
about
everyone.
RSO on his teeth.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, you don't want it to get on there. That's why
Cold
you let
water.
it go. Yeah.
Get some really cold water, ice cubes in the cold water, and it'll flick right off.
I got it the easy way. I just don't put the dentures in.
Oh,
Don't get it on there.
cheater.
Fuck it.
Did you use it as denture glue?
I was gonna ask.
I bet that shit would make
Probably,
amazing
It would work.
denture glue, and then you take your medication just slowly throughout the whole day. That'd be great.
Yeah, when the dentures start falling out, it's time to reapply your medication.
More RSO. Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
there is
yeah.
no downside
back.
to this.
None.
Hey, Cap, where are you nowadays? Right now?
In between,
I'm on the east side of Cleveland, man.
Okay, you're in the States now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in
Excellent.
the States.
Yeah.
Man, was it a bitch going through Tokyo? They had my backpack apart in every which way, and I'm asking them, "What are you looking for? What are you looking for?" And here it was a little travel size cologne, and I've got this for a birthday a long time ago. My parents got me a sterling silver cigarette case because it fits joints in them perfectly. So I had that, and they were all concerned about that, and it was buried in the middle of my backpack at the bottom, and everything was coming out. They researched it 5-6 times. It was like, God damn, but you just pulled out the bag of pot and laid it on the table and putting it back in the bag that had my other medications in it. And you're not saying shit about that in Tokyo. Okay.
Wow.
Wow, that's fucking cool, man.
Oh yeah.
No, it was a big fuck up. I never have done that before and left a fucking bag in my bag.
Well, but see, yeah, that is a big fuck up, but hey, it worked. I mean, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
And
you put
fucking
the
lucky
decoy
stars
in your
there, huh?
shit.
Yeah, it was because I thought there was going to be a package waiting for me at home with a couple joints, and there's not. But I do have some stuff I want to show you guys, because when I did get home, and I did have some packages sitting here from friends around the country, and why don't we walk over to the table here, and I'll give you a little sneak peek of some of the genetics that are going to be starting to pop off. So
Can't wait to see this.
well, I don't have all my Thai genetics, but here's one Thai, and this is a lowland Thai, so they're really small beans. I mean, really small. And then they get a little bit bigger and darker. Here's a golden Buddha, which is in the gold foil wrap. Now, what they're saying with the gold foil wrap out of Thailand is it's very effective with breast cancer and cancer itself. I guess it's very high in THCV. So, that's what you're going to be pulling out of the Thai seeds also, are the THCVs and things like that. Here's an old a skunk It's a Cambodian from probably the 80s. It's more of a sativa, but it's a tired out skunk. And then we just have, there's a Thai hybrid cross. But the majority of the Thai seeds aren't here yet. There was a little mistake in the delivery of those on my way down to Bangkok, which took me 2 days basically almost by bus. But when I got home, because I've donated some money to help some people out, and I ended up buying some seeds, I went on a little buying spree. So let's start off with this one. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Baba times Sensi Butter. Well, there's 5 seeds. Forbidden Skittles VX1 by Ethos. Emerald Crystal. This is going to be too much to go through. There's a shitload here that I was hooked up with. So we'll I think I posted some of these on my Instagram page, but there's a lot of 707s in here. There's things to go along with my skunk projects. Somehow a cat piss ended up in there, so someone went and spent some big money. But there's the cough is in there. There's a couple Romulan crosses in there. So, you know, we're looking at those older genetics again, guys. And I think it's going to be within a couple years, people are going to realize that the weed that they really like isn't the stuff that's 28, 29, 34% THC, but it's the stuff that's 16 to 21%.
Yeah, and it's going to have high amounts of CBD, and it's going to have high THCV and CBGs. Like, it's going to be high in a lot of cannabinoids, not just high in, you know, it'll have a good mix of all of them, not just high in one of them, you know.
Yeah, I like 16. I like 16 to 20.
Yeah, same here, man. You got more. I feel like on my part in that you get more of a medical like a relief, I guess you could say. You have that widespread and it's more evenly across board, like Fluff said. You know what I mean? And not just that high. I just say I've smoked shit that fucking 12, 13%, man. It's holy shit, it's phenomenal. The pain relief from it, or this and that. It's you know, and I've smoked shit that's, you know, 30, 34%, man. And it's like, you know.
Now, is that a sativa? Because I noticed the 30s or more are mostly sativas, and I'm not getting that couch lock that I'm getting from a 16-20. You know what I'm saying? It's like my problem is that the higher the percentage, especially sativa, I tend to have to smoke more of it because, like, going back to trying to sedate. Yeah, going back to trying to get to that couch lock feeling or that fucking slow down feeling, you know. But I always found out with the 16 to 20 range.
I think what you're going to have to do is go out and selectively find those strains if you're looking for something that's more uplifting but gives you that more body buzz. Because that's what I look for. I'm a cause and effect person. I don't have any taste buds. Like I said, you know, if I get the oil on my teeth, I just take them out, throw them in the freezer and chip it off the dentures, you know. So that takes away most of my taste buds. So I'm looking for that, you know, something that tastes pleasant, but is going to give me the body effect that I want, the anti-depression, anti-anxiety attacks, something to calm me down. And really, you have to go out and find those strains that are out there. One, Tahoe OG is one that does it for me. It's an uplifting high for me, but gives me the body tingles. So was the UK cheese that I had. But again, if like anything, if you sit down in a couch with a mini split going on a hot day, you're done. At least I am. I'm a lazy motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I mean, we had some like 398 Bubba in this area that was like 19% that knocked your dick in the dirt, man. It was like great stuff. And I just go back to thinking about, you know, like from my recollection, the Durban is very high in like the THCV. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, that's why Durban was so popular for such a long time. I mean, you know, it had its unique flavor profile, but it just hits you, you know, that in that special way, you know, that it did. So, you know, and I think that's a lot, you know, it's that THCV that's in that strain, you know, it's not in a lot of other stuff. So getting some of those genetics back around, I think that's amazing. And I can't wait to see some of that stuff getting up and going.
Yeah, and some of those seeds that I was showing, some of the Thai seeds and the other Thai seeds that I have here, I don't have a lot, but for those that I did promise and I'm going to see in Michigan, I do have some seeds for you. So it's not what I exactly wanted to give you, because I wanted to give you, you know, grams, not a seed count. You know, I wanted it to be like that, but hopefully in time it will be, and we'll be able to take care of everybody. But yeah, getting those more equilateral strains back into our cannabis and bringing in all these different THCs is going to be great. But there's a good project. If someone wants to take the project on, is going out and finding all the old Durban poisons, because I had a Durban poison in '98 that looked almost tan as like a khaki pair of pants almost. And it tasted like cotton candy. It had that sweet taste of cotton candy, but it looked like you were looking at dried out dirt on the ground.
It is.
But
I mean, could you tell it was healthy? Like, was it one of those, when you think about like those like 1970s high times, you know, Cubs pictures, you know, with the like funky ass crispy bud? Like, did it look like that fucked up kind of shit? Or did it just look like a nice tan, beautiful plant? Like, and why the fuck won't you go green?
well, let's put it this way. I smoked a joint of it and I had more money than I could buy of the bud. And I was buying all of that bud that I could, because I bought the first run out and then he breaks this out. And it was like, okay, well, I'd like to buy as much as this as I can. And he goes, oh, that's the way it's going to be. No, I can't sell you all that. No, it was a straight out Durban poison from '98 that tasted like cotton candy. You have to understand, a lot of the Durban poison names, especially in the '90s, it was basically because the port of Durban, and Durban poison got its name because a lot of the cannabis that was brought into the port of Durban was called Durban poison, or it was named Durban. So there's going to be a whole big selection. Me and a friend talked about this the other day, and he actually went out and bought 6 different Durban poisons from 6 different companies, and 4 of them were distinctively different.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, if I think about all the Durban that I've smoked in my life, or what was sold as Durban, or You know, there's maybe like 2 of them that tasted kind of familiar, but every one of them was very much different. I mean, every time you get it. And I think that's a lot, like you said, it just came in, you know, Durban. That's where it came from. So yeah, I get that. But there was, you know, the ones that kind of stuck out to me. There was a definite, oh man, I don't even know how to describe like the flavor profile and smell that come off it. It was almost I don't know,
An
incense.
Aniston, a licorice, maybe, is what I'm hearing is the Durban poison that's going around now. Am I correct on that? Anybody else out there?
Yeah, I mean,
I can't talk about what's going around like down south of the border, but the Durban poison I was growing for a while had like really earthy, hashy kind of taste to it. I don't know if I'd say that more of the aneses or but like very, very hashy to me. I was
The cross I got from you, Caribou, there was the Durban cross with the White Widow Afghani, if I was not mistaken. That one, it was definitely spicy, but it also had like a little reminiscent, like pininess to it, you know, and it had earthy funk to it, and it was nice. So it was a real nice smoke. I wish I could have taken that one to the full potential, but that one had to come down a little bit early. I do believe I have some more of those beans, and I'll run them again one day and let it run all the way, because they threw out some spears, just some nice spears. I think I sent Fluff a little bit of that one. I'm not sure if I did or not, but allegedly.
Allegedly, that might have happened. Yeah, and it was pretty darn good. Pretty darn good, actually.
Allegedly.
It lacked a little bit of flavor, but he figured out what the problem was there. Like we figured that one out right at the end, and he got that fixed. Right. But yeah, no, that Durban was actually fantastic.
I had the tin open, and I had to leave the tin open for the heat, and it just hermed, and that was the last one in there, and I just took it down because I wasn't gonna continue on with it. If I would have let it, finish on out, I still had a while to go. Trike check was still really good, and I mean, it was still just pumping on the weight, but I just wasn't gonna let it fully ride out and seed out. I was ready for another run to start going, so just chopped it on down a week or 2 early and kept it moving.
Every time I got that like fire Durban, it made me think of like the same thing, like kind of like I guess what Caribou said in my head, that hashy, that real hashy flavor, and like Remo, when he used to do like his videos with the hash videos, used to equate it to like an 80s arcade. Like just the smell of an arcade when you were a kid, like the 80s. It's just like ass, and that weird ass fucking arcade smelled like fucking hash. And that's what I get out of that fucking Durban. If anyone ever understands what that is.
Yeah.
And fucking Cap, those fucking posters are badass, bro.
Yeah, I'm at my parents' house, so I'm showing you a little bit left over in my collection. This is Mr. Nolan Ryan here. So, what's left of it, because my parents' house was broken into by the people that worked for them and stole a whole bunch of shit, like the 1563 cannabis print. Here's one of my dead prints. Here's one of my cannabis prints. And these are original 1960s
That's dope.
prints. I don't know exactly how much is showing up.
Oh, those are dope, man. Hell yeah.
So these are legitimate 1966, 67, 68. Here's the first 2 high times. It's actually the first print and the second print of number 1 that I have framed up. I have about 80% of the high times running up until 2008 when I quit.
How many magazines in total would you say that is roughly?
Oh, that's 20, 30. You're probably looking at about 350, 360 magazines by the time you add the best ofs and things like that.
Now that's a
Here's a
stoner fucking collection.
Hell yeah,
here's
right,
a
brother.
No, that many fucking high times. Damn.
well, that's just the High Times
Cheers.
magazines, and I've actually I actually have other magazines besides the High Times. Like I refer to Mel Franks as the god of writing the cannabis book, and I refer to Ed Rosenthal as a glorified picture taker. Because in the first Mel Franks books, his first two, and one was 1970 or 71, and the other one was 74. I actually have them here. He is listed as a photographer. Now, this is something that's really dear to my heart, and this is going to hit U710 DP. This guy just recently passed away. He's an artist, and he would start with one color as a base coat and then go coat by coat and build it up that way. He had a really hard time dealing with 9/11, and COVID sent him over the edge. Basically couldn't get off the couch to even piss or shit, and ended up dying, drinking himself to death, and because he couldn't handle dealing with COVID, and he left a wife and a couple kids. But this is one piece that I was given that he made.
Beautiful.
And it's something that, you know, you make it to Michigan, you'll be able to see it because it will hang up in my house. And it kind of does hang this way at the bottom, is the way I hang it.
Oh yeah, brother.
I'm not
Well,
gonna really fuck with
I'll
it.
be out there this weekend for the Clio event.
Yeah, well, that won't make it there for that one, but I will.
There'll be other ones, so I'll see you. I'll see you around sometime, somehow, some way.
Oh yeah, well, we'll definitely meet up at the Clio event, and everybody else coming out for that. You know,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna have a good old party. Someone brought it's okay hash, but I think I got like 20 or 30 grams of some Nepalese hash to bring to the party.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll find someone to somehow to smoke that.
I think something will happen, no doubt.
No, Captain.
Like true, well, just like true Nepalese like hash. Is that what you're bringing? Like,
Yeah,
from, like Nepal.
True from like
yeah. And he's just like, it's just some like, some Nepalese. It's no big fucking thing.
All drool all over.
Yeah,
it's
I didn't want to show like.
It's because fuck
yeah.
It's because you know, we smoke heavy indicas, and that's more a sativa hash. So that's more of a definitely a daytime, and you can smoke a ton of it.
Is that
party hash right there? That's party hash.
You can feel your brain like fucking zipping and zapping.
It doesn't do that for me, and I think that's because of my body makeup. Other people smoke it and they're like, God damn, that was good. And some people say, it was okay.
Isn't that cool that you bring that up? That in different regions, cannabinoids receptors are set up a little bit differently. And I think it's due to, kind of environmental stimulus. Their bodies adapted to use cannabis in different ways because environmentals are different. That's kind of cool you brought that up. So.
Well, that's the big reason why we don't have any CBDs in between the 0 and 20th parallel, really. It's because that's more of an uppity, high, happy-go-lucky type people. And us people in the north, where you do find your indicas and your heavy sedatives and your CBDs, are those with harsher climates and just a much harsher lifestyle altogether. We deal with a lot more pain and sorrow than happiness, joy, and sun. I miss my son already.
Yeah, that's a nice sun I heard out that way. Well, hell, we got Stony Rockefeller driving into the middle of who knows where. We got Eric Taylor. Cheers, brother. Didn't see you jump up in here. Now we just got to eat.
Right.
Cheers, E.
Nice shirt, Eric.
Yeah,
How you
dude,
doing,
I was
Eric?
just, I bet I was eyeballing that Creep Show shirt.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was.
like, hell yeah.
Second I seen it.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude,
Okay.
those old Creep Show movies, man, those were like the fucking jam back in the day.
Like Freak
those
Show,
Oh man.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yep, for sure.
I had the comics, dude. Vault of Horror, I think was the other one. It was a comic.
I think Creep Show was it was
Cheers,
probably
bro.
one of the first movies that actually had me hiding. When
I
watching
think it was
Creep
one
Show?
of the
Oh my
Creep
God.
shows, yeah, that like I'm sorry, I was fucking talking over you. Go ahead.
I was talking over everybody. I was telling Smiley to jump on.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say one of my earliest, scariest movie, TV shows, something on TV that traumatized me was fucking Michael Jackson's Thriller. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't give a fuck. It freaked me out. I couldn't even go back to my dad's friend's house where I saw the video. I was like five. I was like 5 or 6 when it came out.
That sort of answers a lot of questions we've all been asking about you for a while.
Hey, you know.
Michael Jackson video.
No, I'm not anymore. I mean, maybe I just was aware I should stay away from him. I don't know. No, I dig Michael Jackson, but I don't know, just something with that movie, that video resonated with me. Like I said, it was like the Jaws situation, you know. I live by the ocean, and I'm all set with jumping in the motherfucker.
Hey, the one for me, the movie that did it for me, that had me the most scared was fucking Cujo.
Really? Cujo, the dog? I don't know.
We lived out in the middle of the country and had a bunch of dogs like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So at nighttime, I'd be a little nervous going out.
Children of the Corn got me.
That's the one
because of
where
that
the
shit.
dog,
That was some shit. Yeah, Cujo's a
dog
dog.
actually climbed
That
the tree,
paranormal every time, man.
I thought Christine was fucking lame, like fucking car killing people and shit. I don't know.
Hey, Biz would believe that one.
For
Oh my
me,
God,
the
have
one
you
that
seen the one?
freaked me out the most
Have you
was
seen the one
Friday
with the tire killing people?
movies, because there's an actual lake, Crystal Lake, about not even an hour north of where I grew up, and we go camping there when I'm 4, 5, 6 years old, somewhere around there, and mom and dad, oh yeah, we're at Crystal Lake, right? And they've got a kid and they're gonna fuck with me a little bit, and just at one point in time, sleeping in the car, just like so I was able to sleep in the back seat, right, and with everyone else in the tents or whatever. And just, banging on the car to make noises, and you can just imagine a fucking little kid going, freaking out. So fucking, I love you, mom and dad, but fuck you for that one, because you had a lasting effect on my life for loving scary movies and, just that whole being scared, but like that healthy being scared, ever since.
Walking by going,
Yeah.
Hey, I made it longer than Prophet thought I would, but I gotta get some sleep, y'all. I gotta work in the morning. I'm beat.
Oh shit! I thought you were already sleeping.
Cheers,
Nah,
Betty.
nice try. I'll catch y'all later. Growers love. Chant.
Have a good night, Johnny.
Love you,
All right, Johnny.
Johnny.
Stony, did you make it to where you had to go? I can't hear you. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, you made it. You made it to the.
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Ooh, Oni Seeds, Captain 420. Yeah, I can hear you, Stony. I see you got the bong in the old cockpit, eh? Ready to go?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna fire one up. Captain 420, man. You gotta stop blocking me on YouTube. You're making me upset. Are you mad at me or something?
Blocking you on YouTube? What do you mean?
I see everybody saying, "Hey, Captain 420." I'm like, where the fuck is he, man? I don't see him in chat anywhere, but I see everyone saying hello to you. I'm like, fuck, he's blocking me, man. I don't
No,
see him.
actually, I'm using my personal account. So when you see me on YouTube recently, it's my personal account.
Oh,
So
shit.
I like how he muted himself right as he was about to reveal his name. That's
He was
fucking
gonna
brilliant.
He was gonna drop the bomb, and then he was like,
Well, actually, it's out there, and I don't mind because I've been in the public eye ever since working for the normal chapter. So, you know, it tried to keep it out there, and then it was okay. I came out, and why go hide now?
yeah,
Yeah.
right. What's the point?
Exactly. And in today's age, now I'm out of Thailand, I don't really have to hide at all because I'm actually in another medical state. I just can't grow in this state. That's what's really fucked up about it. But I am a medical patient in this state, so I don't have any fear of prosecution. So it's just the race to get back to Michigan to start growing and start popping some of those seeds over there, some of those tropical cookies and shit like that, because I actually do enjoy the tropical cookie taste. It's got one of those terpene profiles that go all the way through.
I heard
and
that
I can really taste
and it's
it.
pretty nice too. I think I saw a pack of that Stropicana, if I'm not forgetting. That's supposed to be a pretty nice one from them as well.
And the banana that's there too, that I have. So, you know, I was busy there for a while, and then I got gifted quite a few seeds. You know, I made a couple donations here and there to help people out. And I guess my donations were a little bit more than what was expected because I feel I got a hell of a return. And this is a great family that we have because you can go from having no seeds and people stealing all your seeds to helping out a couple people, and those couple people just help you out tremendously. And I'd like to thank all of you out there that have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely some community out here who's looked out for a lot of people, and it's been great to see too. You know, a lot of egos have been fucking shucked aside lately, and good things have happened. So, you know, like you
This
said,
community is
cheers.
huge, and the outreach is amazing. You know, like you said, on that aspect, and just not only that, just on the brotherly love, sisterly love aspect of it, just the community love aspect of it. Just you need something. If we're willing, we're able to. You know, and that's all I've seen from it, and I love it. Love it for that.
Yep, that's
I
how I
think the
feel
word-
because you and Caribou and everybody like got together, and now I have these scissors that I would never be able to afford, and I have all these seeds where I feel like I probably will never need to really buy seeds if I really didn't need to have to buy seeds. So I'll buy seeds, but you know what I mean? I don't have to because Caribou made sure that I had nothing to worry about. What I feel like for the next 3 years, probably, if I don't give any away, which I do. So
Beautiful stuff. I mean, now we have somebody coming from a whole nother country back to this continent. You know, bring in genetics with them from over there, and that's a whole nother escapade that is about to start. You know what I mean? So it's just always ever evolving. And it,
Yeah, that's exciting for Michigan to get those from Thailand. That is like super exciting.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to get back to playing again. I thoroughly enjoy making clones. I enjoy the quick satisfaction of knowing within 4 to 7 days I have something that's rooted. I've accomplished something in my life.
Now
And
you
it
had
happens quite often.
you had talked not too long ago that you were really just kind of wanting to start up like a clone nursery where you just basically you're just cutting and cloning and fucking just selling fucking cuts all day. Do you have those plans in the works?
Yeah,
like, is this a thing that's happening?
Those plans are in the works, and tomorrow I filed the LLC paperwork, and then once that is filed, then I can go and file the paperwork with the state of Michigan.
Nice. So
Because
how long?
I need it's 90 days. They can take up to 90 days to qualify you for the equity loan that they have for us people that have been affected by the war on drugs, like myself, who has a cannabis felony. And in Michigan, that's a discount off the license fee. So there's a whole bunch of discounts that I can apply for when it can take a $40,000 license fee and knock it down to $20,000 really quick. So, at $20,000, I look at it and say, I may not be flowering out flowers, but it saves me a lot of time and hassle with all the metric paperwork. And I can be providing clones to people. And, I'm mainly looking at a craft cannabis nursery. So I'm not looking at the big strains. I'm looking at things like root beer and stuff like that, and limarilla, and getting some of the local people strains out there too. It's a shame when these guys put out $200, $300, $400, $500 packs, and once the 100 packs are gone, you can't get that strain anymore. Well, what if 6 months or a year after those packs are gone, all of a sudden you can buy clones? But the guy that made it sets the price for the clones. So if you have a bitch, you go to him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. If somebody wants to sell a pack of 6 seeds for $400, $500, $600, cool. More power to you. Good hustle. You know what I mean? But it's just you might not even get that pheno in there. So this clone game sounding more and more interesting when you have plant counts and you have jars to fill and stuff like that. So it's I'm definitely interested in obtaining some nice fire clones to get some staples in my garden. And then also I want to be able to do some pheno hunts and find out what I really like and do it that way as well. But to have that option of just, hey, that's what that's going to be. This is what it kind of likes. This is what you should expect. It's kind of nice. That's a lot. In my mind, I would much rather pay a couple $100 for a clone than a pack of seeds that I might not even know what the hell's in there.
But the major thing that I stress on, and if you listen to me talk, I always talk about preventive maintenance. And being in the clones, you need to have a preventative maintenance going all the time. And basically, for 3 to 4 weeks after you get plants off me, they're fine. Okay. After the 3 to 4 weeks, that's all on you. I can only guarantee a plant being good as, how many times I've sprayed it with different types of amendments. But, you know, the whole thing is to get something out there that doesn't have any type of pest or powder mildew. All the strains that I will be carrying are going to be tested for any type of pathogens in them. So if there's a pathogen in them, it either gets tissue cultured or it doesn't even get put out. It just gets sent back saying it failed. Sorry. Rework it.
You have any plans to work some of these Thai strains that you might pheno hunt for over the near future, and just say, hey, I've got, because when we talked to you on a prior show, I seem to recall you say that there's such a huge array of phenos out there. You could have everything from mango to chocolate to so on and so forth, and so that right there could be very appealing.
Yes, and I do have them, and I've got a whole bunch of papers right here. It's in the paperwork. We did do some crosses with some Thai strains and Western strains. So we have started doing that type of work already with the strains that I have. So it's something that's going to be an ongoing process. And it's basically, you know, trying to take a Thai strain and trying to work something that we want into our strains, or work something from our Western strains into the Thai strains, like definitely getting the flowering period down. But I don't want to use a rudialis in it because I don't want to put hemp in it, because Thai cannabis is pretty much like hemp. It's got like 6-7% THC, if that. It's the entourage effect that you get that makes it.
Right, and I think anybody who like really enjoys that strain, and when we find, you know, good medicine in that strain, you know, it'll be worth it to grow it. It doesn't, you know, even though it's going to take longer, or, you know, yeah, just keep it nice and clean. That way, it's the stuff we're all hunting for, right? That old school. Let's see if that's where it's at.
Yeah, I'd love.
And
oh, go ahead.
here in Thailand is where you're going to find those fruit flavors and that floral flavors too. So hopefully we can ease up some of the bottlenecking too after 3 or 4 years. Like I said, it's going to take 3 or 4 years of working with these type of genetics and land races to start to see any headway.
See, I would love to. I just like, I'm getting back to just loving the idea of being able to have, say, potentially like a Thai clone of whatever, of a particular pheno flavor, whatever. Because I've got a vial of wild Thai, and so I'm assuming it would be sort of like what you'd be have to play with, and I would love to be able to flower some of these out and do a bit of a pheno hunt on them. But the reality is, I won't have the space to do that anytime soon. And to play the winner loser game with flowering it out and stuff like that, I'd prefer to, you know, if someone could just say, hey, you know, getting back to what DP was just saying earlier, you know what it is, where it came from, etc., etc.
How high are you up in Canada there as far as your light cycle? Because I know Buddha Boy, where he's at, he can flower ties out in a greenhouse where he's at in Alaska.
Really? Huh. I would have to look into that. I've never really actually put much thought into how many daylight hours that we get. I'd say less than 18 would be my guess.
Well, you're getting, you know, if you're getting up to 18, and then you can always add the LED lights into it.
Yep.
And, you know, then you can actually finish out those 140, 150 day plants. Because I know he wants some because he actually grows Thai there in Alaska. One of his strains he grows every harvest is Thai.
That's very cool. I like that.
So that's another thing to think about. You know, you may be going from like Thailand where there's a ton of light all the time, and then you're moving so far north where you're catching that time again and that sunlight for a period of time during the year where it just is sun all the time.
Tell you what, guys, I got to get ready for this little interview. So I will have y'all on chat on headphones until I talk to the guys. So
Good luck, my man.
Yeah,
Have a
great
great
day.
Great.
Peace.
Captain 420. See you soon.
Have a
Tony,
good interview.
Later, DP.
Eric, gnarly seeing you, brother. Glad to see you here, man. Everybody else, eat a bag of dicks. No, I'm just kidding.
DP, are you going on a show for an interview?
Come on.
No, all right.
I hope
Job
not.
interview?
That's like cops pick me up on the way or something, and they're like, "Hey, ready to go back?" Oh,
Well, good luck, bro.
thanks.
All right.
Hey Cap, Spartan had mentioned something earlier about like checking the new rules for something about selling clones there in Michigan, and he was just wondering if you, the MRA rules for selling the clones. Just saying.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
there are different types of rules, and it depends on what classification of license you go with. You know, if I was going to be selling to other facilities, then everything does have to go through and be certified and scrubbed and checked pretty much. But you know, there's different, it depends on the type of license you get and where you can sell your clones. The clones, I couldn't sell the clones myself. I have to go through and would sell them through a dispensary, is how the clones would have to be going out. Or if you had a micro business, you could sell them right out of your micro business. But they do all have to be pretty much tagged. So they do have to run through the metric system if you're going to be going with like a Class C license. And that just opens up a whole big can of worms there too. You know, I kind of make it sound simple because for me, I've been waiting like 20 some years for it, but it's really, really difficult. And that's why you go and you hire the lawyers to take care of that for you. And you hire the lawyers that find the municipalities that are willing to work with you. So, you know, it's not only, okay, we have the money, we have the license, we have a building. Now you have to wonder if the municipality is going to accept you. And if they are they going to say your building's in the wrong spot? You need to be 500 feet that way. Well, you can't move the building. Nope, you have to buy a new building. Sorry. So there is a whole many different factors that go into it. Believe me, it's just not as simple as I make it. It's just that, you know, to me, it's kind of simple because for 20 years, I've been going over it in my head and how to work it.
Exactly. Hey, Cap, let me ask you real quick. So does your license, with that business, what do you get to do? You get to cultivate? Can you sell there too? Can you have a dispensary all in one property?
If you go with the micro business, which is a 150 plant count business, it's all inclusive. So you're allowed to flower out your plants. to flour to concentrate to medible to sale.
Awesome. And
So
you
you're
could sell
allowed
it
to
right
have a
there on
retail.
site.
You're allowed to have a
Yes.
retail store with the micro business. Now with the Class C license, all you can do is sell to a dispensary.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's
And
similar to here in Illinois.
yes, and with the way I want to use a Class C license is basically the only thing flowering out is going to have seeds to it. I want everything to basically just be a vegetative plant, and then the mothers will be flowered out eventually as we keep the rotation of the mothers going. That was my idea.
Sounds like a good plan to me, man. But that
And
to
what
me is
I'd
the
really
ideal
like,
situation.
what I'd really like to do is get 5 or 6 people together that would like to have a micro business and just feed them the clones out of the nursery. And that way they can produce the flour and the concentrate from those clones, and people can get to taste all of that great craft cannabis out there.
Yeah. That's exactly the way it should be done. If you had a bunch
And
of
I
those,
really want to have a medical Monday where if you're a first time medical patient and wanting to grow, I think you should get your 12 plants for like $100.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's medical. I mean, why not? You're it's not like they're doing it just for the fun of it.
If I was doing this for the money of it, I'd still have enough money to be in Thailand and not worry about a goddamn thing.
Right.
But I'm back at home, and actually I have to wear a mask around my father, and I'm going tomorrow to get the Pfizer shot because I can't even be around my father until I get this all taken care of, and it really hurts. So I'm upstairs in a loft, basically.
Yeah. Quarantined. The
Yeah.
great word, quarantine. Everybody's got to be
But
sick of that fucking word now.
we're going to go get the shot, so we're going to be able to go see some shows and things like that. Music is the big push for the shot for me, and that and travel. I want to come see all you guys, except in Canada.
Hell yeah.
They don't let me in there. Well, they will. I just don't want to go through all the search.
Yeah. I'd love to have you up here. Love to get the chance to smoke one with you. Seems we all have to be the one that goes down there though, because a lot of my friends are just not even allowed to come up here. So it's just easier to go down there, say hi.
Well, we always love to have you down here, and there's never a shortage of smoke. That's for sure.
I've heard that rumor. It's very
Someone's always got a joint to share, but we can never grow enough.
Yeah, no, never.
Oh, hey, Stoney, I saw you guys fucking rocking out over on the Future Cannabis Project the other day, man. That was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that was
going
last.
on there?
What? Kind of weird. I don't know. I jumped on. I haven't seen them in a while. I've been busy. So yesterday we had some time before practice. I was sitting around in the hippie hut, and I turned on the Future Cannabis Project. They were on actually as soon as I turned on YouTube. So I jumped on. I started watching. I saw some people in chat. Said hello. Next thing I know, Peter's asked me, hey, when's the band going to be playing? Because he asked me a few times he wanted to get me on the show, but I was like, okay, fine, let me know when. And then that was it. I never heard from him. So he's like, well, how about tonight? I'm like, all right. And then next thing you know, we were on. So, and I didn't know what we were supposed to do. I didn't know what this show was about. I had no idea where he was putting us. I didn't know if he was just recording us. And it turned out to be pretty good. We just sitting around bullshitting, and we were just practicing, really. There was nothing Nothing pre-planned.
I caught that actually. You were at Larry OG's, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the sound was crap, and I apologize to everybody for that. We had taken apart our mixing board and then set it up like last minute yesterday, and Larry forgot to push the button, as we found out a little while ago. I was over there, we were working with it, and there was one button he didn't push, and so we were one button away from a better sound. But you know what? It turned out to be pretty good, I thought. It was all
Pretty
right.
damn good show.
Yeah,
We had fun doing it, for an impromptu.
I caught you guys when I was working on the house, bro. You guys had me jamming, dude, in my house, dude. Listening to that, dude. Just fucking smoking, doing a little demo, dude. You know, get the house ready. So no, you guys kicked ass, man. Because I was watching the two people he had on there. I forget what Oklahoma, I want to say, man. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, and then I stayed tuned and watched yours. You guys jam out. So yeah, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, they just, you know, he just flung it on me, so I didn't even get a chance to watch the show, because then we went inside and started getting their stuff together and hooking the board up and all this nonsense. So yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun, man. Anytime we could do this stuff, and if you know what, if the people like it, then I'm all for doing it. You know, if they don't want us to play anymore, then that's fine too. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm doing it for me. I love it. If you like it and I'm doing it, then that's even fucking better, right?
Well, I miss jamming out with you for a little while on Fridays, personally.
Well, yeah, this Friday we will be in Michigan. Actually, we will be there Thursday.
You going up to Clio, that event up there with them guys?
Yeah, well, Thursday I'm gonna stop off and see Bake Pun. He's got some electrical work, so I'm gonna take a look at that for him, and then maybe even make it over to Mr. Red Setter. Oh, look at that! I got one of this. He was talking about putting a generator in his house, and I told him I could come over there and take a look and see what he needs, and tell him, you know, pretty much what to expect, and this way he doesn't have to goof around with any guy trying to sell him or upsell him some bullshit he doesn't need or want. Fluff, you know how it is in business, man.
I feel like there's a lot of that going on right now with you know, people who get to fucking set up rooms and shit, and like electricians who are just like, yeah, I'll tell you exactly what you need, and then just, you know, I feel like, you know, it's like the upcharge on everything. You just fucking slap it's for fucking cannabis on it, and you know, mark it up fucking 30%. So it's fucking good that you're looking out, you know, for the fucking caregivers and shit right there. You know, people who are fucking doing good for everybody else, you're fucking going over here to fucking take care of him too, you know? That's awesome.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I've never had RSO until I got some Spartans, and that's a medicine. And then also the Skill Bows rollerball. I'm going to tell you guys something. That shit works. I've given that stuff out to people that are looking, you know, they're the people that when you say something's awesome, they're the one that grabs, oh, this is a piece of shit, you know. And I gave it out to a few of those people, fully expecting to get, oh, this didn't work, and, you know, complaining. No, man, just straight up, they loved it. This stuff works. They want to say something bad. But,
yeah, I understand that. I've been dealing with actually topicals a lot lately, and it got me researching to the point where tonight I made my first roller ball just to give it a try. And actually talking to Skillbo has been one thing that I feel like I'd like to do, so I can, you know, kind of see what he's doing, you know, what his mixture is a little bit, you know, because the one I made, I definitely kind of felt definite relief out of it. I think it could have been better. And you know, I know he's, you know, he helps people with that shit. Not only does he make it and, you know, provide it for fucking people, but he'll tell you how to fucking do it too. So
he'll tell you his best friends are senior citizens. They love him. You know, here he comes to arthritis, man, with their pain relief rollerball, you know, and they're all in there fucking rolling their hands up. I mean, hey, I actually got a rash or something. I don't know, like poison ivy. It should start spreading up, itching. I'm fucking itching. I was like, man, what am I gonna do? I saw the roller ball. I'm like, fuck it. I put it on there. 10 minutes later, man, that was it. No itch, no nothing. About another 30 minutes later, the red, everything was gone.
That's kind of fucked up. We all
That's
kind of like,
awesome.
man, we know it doesn't fix everything. But then you like throw
Right,
it on
but-
shit and it fixes it. And you're like, well, I can't help but to say it fucking fixes everything.
It's like
Son of
that
a
My
bitch.
Greek wedding with this shit, man. That Windex, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I
Spray some Windex on it.
skill ball or something, man, or Roller X.
I found cannabis fixes a lot, and like I told my wife, I was like, I don't want to say it fixes everything. Ironically, today, because we started her mother on RSO, and I'm like, but it fixes fucking everything. Like, I don't want to say it, but it does. Just like you said, Fluff. Like, I don't want to say it, but it does.
It seems to.
It's like every time I have a problem, I either fucking smoke it or I fucking put it on it and it fixes it. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Weird.
Yeah.
With no bad side effects either, isn't it great? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
Take a nap
My
or
wife will tell
get
you
hungry.
otherwise because I can't
Whoa,
remember.
okay,
fucking
okay. Well,
shit.
I'm not. Yeah, okay. Maybe something.
My short-term
Well,
memory is a little.
You got the fucking stoner side effect. I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah.
You can't get away from that. You know, there's
Constantly, it's been like, I told you this already, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You told me this shit already.
she's like, it's like you need to stand there and think about it. And I just like, I'm like a fucking puppy. I'm like
Dude, I usually resort to like, have you lost weight? Or, if I'm really like, if she's worked up, I'll be like, they're obviously just jealous of you. Like, I got a few go-tos.
Fucking everybody goes quiet. I'm typing stuff into the description and everything, and it's like, so I can't see what's going on. It just goes quiet just as I kind of switched over to a different screen. I'm like, did I just do something? Sit there,
You
kinda
broke
like,
it.
for another second. No, nothing. Turn it over. It's like, oh yeah, everybody's moving. It's nobody's talking. It's all right. Dance party, everyone.
A lot of noise, in my house.
What are you smoking on tonight, Eric?
Honestly, I don't even know. I just know it's better pot than what I'm able to get a hold of. So, yeah.
Nice.
I'm not sure what the name of it is.
Sky Rizzy.
It was just what the dude across the way had.
No,
it's always good to have a dude across the way
That one,
too.
and then
I
they
mean,
got this. Oh yeah, yeah, 260 an ounce. I mean, it's a lot better than I'm able to get a hold of. And I was like, yeah, I jumped all over it.
Well, it's
Man,
great
I need to move there.
And then
Where's
I
that?
just cut my plants down. So I got a couple plants drying right now. I got this one that's finished up. This one foxtail. It foxtailed like crazy. I mean, if you've been following my pictures on Cannabis and you've seen how it looked, this is in. That's what that one looked like.
Yeah, you got some nice pics, man.
Fluffy. Yeah, and here's one of the smaller buds. Like I said, they foxtailed like crazy, but it's got like a dang real pungent taste. That's the only way I can describe it.
Pungent sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Profit. Raider said to stop fucking looking at him.
Yeah, man,
Stop
I've been
fucking
long,
looking at him. I
long
caught you
time
doing it
creeper
again.
and just been waiting to step on you.
Can he see the fuck me eyes? Really? I figure with all these people on, he wouldn't be able to see me giving him that look, you know.
I caught you. You're
There's
making
a
it
little
too obvious. It's
obvious.
making people in chat uncomfortable. Okay, stop it.
I'm just trying to get everybody in the mood so when they get off, they can, you know, live with it.
Where's your fucking eyebrows at, man? What happened?
It's not Friday, man.
Well, it practically
Oh,
Those are just Friday eyebrows.
You do that?
That's
What do you
it.
do on Tuesday?
You're looking at it.
He eats
Put a
dicks.
little red
Yeah, you
strip in
missed
the
it.
fry.
I ate some dicks, man. You missed
Oh,
it.
of course.
Does
Sorry,
somebody
I
ask
didn't
you
think of
that
that.
every Sunday and Tuesday, Prophet? Because I'm sure that I just heard this question on Sunday.
Probably.
Well,
Because
so
I know that
Prophet-
I'm not supposed to be here, but
Oh.
you're always here.
Yeah.
And
You
check it
handle
out.
that little thing like a pro, dude.
I got a
Good job.
Canadian one, and then I got the American.
Look at that.
And you handle those both like
Yeah, masterfully.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I practiced before I came on camera.
all right, just don't eat it on camera. That's all.
I already did.
High Money says that you see those
Glad I
like
didn't see
gamblers
that
who
shit.
can like just make the coin dance in their hand. Prophet can do that with that dick. He's just like, he can make that motherfucker just
Dude,
dance across his
I was
fucking
flipping them up in the air.
Multiples. He juggles them like
I was
that.
catching them, but one went right down my throat. It was rough.
Oh,
Okay, dude, I'm catching a flight. Where are you on the east side, East Coast there? I'll be out there in the morning.
Yeah.
I think what he was really saying with the multiple.
Tony said, "I don't give a fuck. If it's
I
that good, I'm
don't
going."
care. Hey, man, I hear he can handle something like that. Guy, girl, I don't give a shit.
Prophet's
ain't
like
going
one
in
of
any
those
other
chicks in the pornos where she's got like the 2 or 3 dicks in her mouth at one time. Is going.
All right, we're derailing this show quick.
Give me a little bit of respect. I can handle like
This
3 and a
was going
half.
good till I.
As long as I got a short person in there, I'm good.
You're a trooper.
I'm interested. How was Captain's flights and everything? Good. I heard something about him getting harassed in Japan.
Yeah. He was getting harassed over like a 10. Said the weed was fine. Said it was just sitting there. Said he was freaking out a little bit. Oh, shit. Threw it back in, all good. But yeah.
Maybe Japanese prisons ain't so bad. I don't know. He's not that freaked out about it. I'd be.
Fuck that.
Well, I mean, I'm sure at the time he was, at the time, I'm sure his fucking butt cheeks were fucking clenched tight. And motherfucker probably could have made Abe Lincoln's fucking nose bleed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a good one, man. I'll have to remember that. I can't remember shit. Who am I kidding? I'd have to write that shit down.
Okay, Rick. You write that down. You won't even be able to read your
I'm
handwriting.
telling you, I'm at that level, dude. Listen, 53, bro. I don't tell you, man. When you get there, we'll talk. If we can even remember.
If we can remember, yeah.
Okay,
I'll
you
be
don't
like-
even
I'll be
remember
in
who the
real
fuck he
bad
was
shape
by
by
the
then.
time Prophet's 53.
I'd be able to remember my
Exactly.
birthday. I have a hard enough remembering how old I am right now.
How old are you? Because by the time you're 53, I'd probably be wandering around talking to trees and shit by that point.
You're not too
I'm like-
far from it now.
41, 42 maybe. I don't know. Something like that. 43.
Caribou's are. Caribou, you're already talking to those trees, no?
I live amongst them, man. It's it's a way of life, dude.
You don't fucking talk to him like in any nice way. He's like, I'm here to fucking destroy you.
Well,
Bitch,
but I hug
you're
it
going
first.
down.
But you gotta hug it first, right? You give it a hug, look up, see which way it's leaning.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.
Is that like naming your cattle? Or naming the sheep that you're going to massacre later on for dinner?
No,
No?
no. It's actually strictly a safety thing. You get to your tree, get right to it, so you can look up, walk it for 90 from it, look up, gauge the lean, right? See where you're gonna fall, fucking pound wedges, all that good shit. Hug it.
That's like a farmer's excuse for wearing knee-high boots because it gets money over there.
No, it's literally a matter of life and death.
I'm just messing with you, man. I guess the joke went over your head.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, because they'd be
It's not
stuffing
hard. It's not hard.
stuffing a
Most
sheep's
fucking
leg in
go over
the in the
heads.
boots, man. They stuff
man,
the
do you
sheep's
ever-
legs in the boots so they can't run away. Wow.
Uh-oh, you stumped them.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
no,
have to-
because you were talking and then Fluff started talking and I didn't fucking hear anything. And then I caught part of what you were saying afterwards and I just stopped listening because I had no idea what the fuck you were talking
If you would have just gave me the power, I could have muted Fluff.
Only so much, like I can only ingest so much information at time right now. I'm at that level of highness. And so that once any confusion starts, I just stop. I just sever connection, stop intaking information right there because it's just no good's gonna come from it. And then eventually I can kind of reset and start very slowly, but I can start the process of receiving information.
Everybody unmute and start asking them random fucking questions.
Don't do that. It'll
I
be
did-
like on
hey, man, I got a
scanners when the head
question.
explodes.
I got his question. Do you ever get tired cutting on those same fucking trees? Do you ever have like the desire to go down to like the Caribbean and chop down some like palm
It would be cool actually
month or
because
two? Wouldn't that be fun?
it would be cool because different trees have different smells. And also, as soon as you got a nice sharp saw, you put that into a tree, they feel different. Hardwoods feel different. Right now, I'd say birch is probably my favorite to fall. Just there's something about it nice and solid in there, and it's a really strong fiber. It's you can put that damn near anywhere you want. Just go base cut, back cut. And to go back to the hugging trees, you even cut like a smiley face in it when you put your front notch on there, right? Tree smiling.
I like how Jay Allen said it. Said you become one with the tree, so you do not become one with the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking made great sense.
Jay Allen, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I think that's the most enlightening statement we're gonna get. Like, you're not gonna get anything that profound out of my dumbass. That's for sure.
I don't know if all of us together could put one profound thing together. Oh, maybe something a 10-year-old could use.
Well, we could shoot for that. It's good to
It's a
have
start.
goals.
Right.
That was definitely Confucius level. What he said, dude. And sorry I had to wait a second. There was some noise going on, but I was just like, wow, that was almost like Confucius could have wrote that if he was a fucking arbor.
Well, I'm gonna use that at work now because there's just stupid, funny situations happen all the time where a tree's like leaning right at the line or something that you don't want to hit, and you're just like, or it's just good chance that you're gonna get wiped out if something goes wrong. So just so you bring that into just a slightly tense situation already, and people are gonna start pissing themselves, and it's gonna be wonderful. So thank you, Jay Allen. You just might have coined a whole new phrase there.
Allen's going to be like responsible for the new Canadian phrase. It's going to be great. All the lumberjackers, they're going to be like, dude, you remember that time? That dude? It's going to be you, man.
The time he became one with the tree.
He thought he could hold it up, but no. Oh shit, wrong cut.
So that's always like afterwards, if you're sitting there having to watch that horrible situation, it's like, so did he become one with the tree, or did the tree become one with him? I'm kind of confused here. Lamone.
The tree turned him into pudding. There was no becoming one with anything.
Yeah, one with nature.
That's it. Your compost. Congrats.
Yeah, but at least fucking throw a clone in the soil there, right? See what comes of that. That might be some badass fire right there.
Head back to that wood. There might be. Head back to the wood. There might be some mushrooms growing on that motherfucker.
That'd be all right.
They'd be like death mushrooms, but they don't kill you.
Could be.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jam for the night, man. I'm fucking stoned and beat, and yeah.
All right, B. Love you,
Good
brother.
kicking it with you guys, man. I missed you all, dude. Cheers to chat. I love you all. Thank you everybody for all the support, man, and love. You know, if it wasn't for all you guys, I wouldn't be pumping full steam ahead. I guess, you know. Yeah, I will definitely make it Sunday, man. So I'll see everybody Sunday morning.
All right,
love you
brother.
guys.
Love you, man.
Cheers.
Cool,
Have a
man.
good night.
See.
Later, Indica.
Later, Indica.
He's saying he's high and stoned and stuff like that, and I'm like, he spoke perfect English just about there. I can't even comprehend Prophet when he's speaking to me just like 2 seconds ago. Like, it's a
Hey, man. My throat's a little sore from the dicks. I don't know.
Crazy. You know, because she knows you didn't do it right, dude. You failed. Damn it.
I told you, man. You missed the whole.
right now.
You missed the
is
beginning
like,
where
yeah,
I said
yeah.
that I'd be crying, you know, fucking gagging. I mean, you may not enjoy the experience. It's not going to be like a wonderful thing.
I'm going to stand back here a little bit.
Just a
Don't
second
flatter
ago,
yourself.
you were
Don't
ready
flatter
to go
yourself,
fly out
buddy.
and see him.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
You need to make up your mind, man. See, a second ago you wanted him to just fucking really juggle your shit. Now you're like, eh.
I'm telling you guys, right at the bottom of the screen here, it should be sponsored by Pornhub at this point. You know, this portion of the show is sponsored by Pornhub. I'm serious. We could probably get the money for you guys if you want. I could get a hold of them. They know me pretty well by first name and shit. So.
Yeah, fought by your kinks, you know.
Hey man, when COVID hit and shit, and there was no going out, nowhere to go, and then I was like tapped out. I was like, man, do stuff at that time, and I'm like, shit. And then Pornhub's like, hey man, we got free membership. I'm like, I didn't even know they had a membership. It was like a whole nother world of porn there. Like, wow, for free. So I gotta go see a therapist now to get myself off the porn and shit. Not until we get them sponsor the show first, right? We gotta get the money rolling in first.
Jinkies.
Well, once we get their sponsorship money, we'll pay for your fucking therapy.
Just start a GoFundMe
See how
page,
it
dude.
works full circle.
We appreciate you taking one for the team in the meantime, though, Stoney.
Yeah.
Brother.
Hey, not a problem. I got arthritis now, but thanks to Skillball, no more problems. Oh, sorry. Did I do that on live TV?
He got really good with it. He got really good with his other hand. Thank God he's a drummer. He can at least keep a rhythm.
Man. And I can do both hands, man. You know.
Yeah.
Being a lefty tonight, it's like having two chicks. You know how it is, Prophet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Maybe sometimes both.
It's funny when they bang their heads. Oh shit! You guys should probably be a little more synchronized.
Oh man.
Nice.
How much time's left?
How much time do you want? We can go on.
Oh shit. I've been on way too many shows, man. I don't know what's going on. But I saw you guys throw the little thing up there. I saw Raider throw it up. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll jump on with you guys. It's been a while.
Well, we were gonna Papa Z was gonna jump on with us, but he ended up I think he had to work. So it's, hey man, I get that one. That's fucking what you guys haven't seen me lately. It's for pretty much the same reason, been working. So you know, it's just like, well, instead of I tried getting a hold of one other person And then, but they just had some dental work done. So it's like, well, yeah, I get it. I wouldn't want to come out and talk to us either. So it was like, you know what, trying to play that game of everybody's busy, short notice like that. Let's just throw the link up and see who joins us. Got Eric Taylor. Fuck, I can't even talk right now. Eric Taylor on here. You know, got you join us, Tony. That's fucking great. Had Captain 420 on earlier. It's always awesome talking to him. Can't wait to see what he starts doing there.
Yeah, I get to meet him this weekend. It's going to be awesome. Finally, man. We've been talking and chat about this for probably about 7 months now.
That's awesome.
I love how they do those fucking meetups there all the time. You know, it's just
Are you
more
going?
and more opportunities. No, I have fucking
what
shit.
the-
I know. I'm gonna try
Well,
to
we
make
gotta-
it up for
man, you're
fucking
in Illinois.
Endo.
Are you not in Illinois? Where are
Yes,
you at?
I am.
Where are you
I'm
at?
in
You
the
gotta-
fucking ass crack of Illinois. I'm damn near in St. Louis.
Okay, so you're like what? Fuck,
5
3
hours
hours
away.
from me.
5.
How far from Rockford are you? 5 hours from Rockford?
Oh yeah, every bit of.
Man, I've made it to St. Louis in 5 hours from Chicago. I was in a Bluesmobile, but not the Bluesmobile, but our rendition of the Bluesmobile. We just didn't wear sunglasses.
No, I'm hoping. I want to try to make it up for fucking Endo to just check that whole fucking thing out and see what that's all about.
What about Croptoberfest, man? You got
Well,
time.
that might be the other one. That might be one I'm going to try to see if I can get the time for. There's a lot riding right now on some other issues. So
I get you. But it'd be cool if you can make it up there because we're Catachronic's going to be playing there. Actually, we got a open slot side stage. We're not on the big stage, but hopefully we could change his mind or make it so he has to be forced to put us up on the big stage because too many people just fucking love us. I don't know.
Let's start a protest.
There you go.
So I'm looking for free weed to throw to the people. Maybe coerce them that way, you know.
I'll just fucking, hey man, I got a bunch of trim. We throw out some, just make a bunch of pre-rolls and just fucking throw them out to people. Get free
I've
joints.
seen
Like,
those. They did that at the High Times Cup in 2019 at that same place. Man, they shot a pound of weed into the air onto the floor, and these fucking people were scrounging it up and stuffing it in the bags and then running it over to the other dude who's doing the concentrates or doing the pressing, you know, and he's fucking pressing that shit. And I'm just like, my God, man. That's fucking crazy. Just picking off the floor, man. Rocks and all. Trust that shit.
hey man, you know this shit ain't free to everybody. Only
No,
free
I
to
know,
people who
man.
grow it.
But that was so, you know, that was a little bad. Making people pick the shit up off the floor. Why couldn't you just hand out like an ounce or half an ounce to people? And here you go. Just be cool.
Was it at least in like little baggies, just like little gram baggies? You know?
No, man, they
dimes.
stuffed one of them t-shirt guns that they blow off and shoot the t-shirts way
Just
up in
full
the
of nugs.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's like there were some nugs and a lot of fucking trim, man. A lot of shake and shit in there. It's just fucking like confetti all over these fucking dude had it in his beard and shit. And I'm just like I'm like, man, we just pack your beard in the bowl now and just smoke that whole thing.
Just have to make like one of them fucking weed, you know, them like weed blower fucking bowls and just
they have
start
one of
fucking
those.
chucking shit in it and just fucking blowing smoke everywhere. Fuck it, why not?
That's exactly what they did. So after they shot the weed net, then they fired that thing up with the big giant bowl and sucking it through the intake and blowing it out, and just people standing there getting blasted with it. And kids, man, I was sitting back smoking my doob, you know. It was a good time though, man. It was awesome. Just people walking around, $5 joints, $10 joints, 1 gram, 2 gram, whatever. I mean, it's just fucking shit everywhere. Durban poison. I got grape ape. It was amazing. was my first time there. Well, my last time too, because then everything got shut down last year. So it'll be fun to go this weekend.
Hell yeah. That sounds amazing.
Guys, I gotta start thinking about winding it down and going to bed and all that. You want me to hand the controls off to a Prophet, or do you guys want to shut her down?
I got work. I should probably cut down. If anybody else wants controls, they can have them.
I was fading myself also. I was getting ready to think about signing out.
Yep, me too. I actually got work to do. I got shit to get done before I leave for this soiree Thursday. So,
alrighty. Well, Stony, thanks for joining us, brother. It's always great to see you.
Thank you for having me, guys.
And I don't know if you were around when I think I figured out that if I can ever get to my other laptop and kind of email files from there to this one, or however shit goes from one computer to the other, I think I figured out a system to be able to get that Wake and Bake song playing on a regular basis.
All right.
I'm ready to
Very
put
cool.
my big boy undies on in the computer world. Only to find out that I still don't know shit. Just figured out how to do one more thing.
Why don't you? You should contact Abolish, man. He seems to be pretty that stuff.
Actually, to be honest,
I could point you in the right direction.
I've been meaning to reach out to him and ask so I could talk to him about video editing programs and other stuff. I get a really keen interest in my video editing when I'm able to dedicate the time. There's that other show I tried doing a couple episodes of, and I've got a couple of those sitting in the can just waiting for a good point in time to release them, that 1-to-1 ratio. It'd be nice to just, try. There's only so much I can do. Like anytime you try to add texting or text message or whatever on the screen, there's only about half a dozen options up there that you can use, and like they're all boring. So like, how do you do this or that? Yeah, just want to learn about that shit. So I'll be reaching out to him at some point in time.
Oh yeah, he definitely likes. You know what? He's a good teacher. He enjoys it. That's why he spends all the time with his Frugal Force.
Yep.
And teaching people how to grow, and the guy's not charging money, and he's putting a lot of knowledge. The guy, look, man, I'll tell you right now, I smoked his stuff. The guy knows how to grow, man. I mean, he's got this sour melon, and it's like, when I tell you, it's like smoking a fucking pack of sweet tarts. I mean, from finish to end too. There's no change in flavor like you get, at the end there, it gets get real shitty depending on the strain, but all the way fucking start to finish, man. I'm dying. I can't wait till this weekend because I'm getting my hands on it. So
that's awesome.
Finally, it's been like 3 months now. I've been dying for this thing since I first smoked it and last smoked it, I think.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So I'll be reaching out to him before long here at all. Eric Taylor, you kind of froze up there. I'm not sure if you're able to hear us or not, but it was great finally getting.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, man, it was good to finally meet you. Hopefully you can come back on a Friday or something.
Signal just sucks up at my house, man. Yeah, signal sucks up here, but it's good to jump on. Probably talk to you guys.
Yeah,
good to meet you, man.
Yeah, we definitely like to see you on again, brother.
I hope I'm moving over on your side. No.
And Captain 420, if you're out there, man, fucking cheers to you. Thanks for everything. All the awesome info you always throw out and everything that you do. So cheers to you, brother.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Cool.
Yeah. Can't wait to meet
you.
him.
Fucking rock.
Can't wait.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's cool getting to jump on finally. So yeah, I had fun.
That's the idea. That's what we shoot for. Don't ever want people not having fun on the show or watching the show for that matter. Crazy Pop, it's always great to see you too.
Thanks. It's always great to be here. I like when you let me in on the days I'm not supposed to be here. It's exciting. feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, but you got us all day, girl. You can get us whatever you want.
Yeah, I know, but that just makes it a little bit weirder than bringing on the whole entire YouTube thing and not just all the boys, you know. I am married.
She's got those voyeur fantasies.
Me too.
She's in the fucking same categories with fucking Stoney on Pornhub. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, but someone was asking the real question. You know what I'm saying? What is that favorite porn category, Stoney? I mean, with you being so vested.
My
About
favorite
that.
porn category right now? Man, I don't even know. I've been through so many of them. I'm like getting bored with it. Actually, I didn't even watch it last night. Now I think about it.
Did you say
So
I
I'm
didn't even
behind
watch it
today,
last
so it looks
night?
like you get to do it twice tonight. So
Nice.
score. Well, I know I got
Yay,
two
drummer.
loaded in the chamber now, man. So I'm good. I'll get to you tomorrow on that category thing. We'll see where we land today. I'll spin a wheel down there.
He's got a random kink wheel.
That'll have to be our new cat.
Oh,
That'll have
man.
to be our new fucking question for everybody. Yeah, okay. Right after, what animal would you be? And favorite porn category. Go.
Oh,
What's your kink?
I'm not into grannies. I'm not
what's your
into
kink? There you go.
I almost
no-
wish
no
you didn't
granny
just
shit.
say that on TV there on this there, because that would have been
I'll
great.
take the MILF
We
section.
get B's just kind of
Trying to
so
play it
now it's
safe.
time for a question and does his thing. They're all expecting the animal, and it's just like, what's your favorite Pornhub? Oh, the build up, and then what the fuck did Sam just say? It would have been amazing.
MILFs on fire. That's my favorite category.
I'm actually I've moved
Is
up
that redheaded?
to the
wolf?
gilfs.
To the gilfs? Yeah,
To
see
the
that
gilfs.
I'm gonna wait another 10 years. I'm getting too close today. Jeez, so I'm kind of dialing back now. So I'm gonna stick with the MILFs for right now, and I'll stay in
Tony's
that.
at his fucking red Corvette moment. He's like, oh no, this bitch is fucking coming home with me.
He's
pretty
he's a
rich,
cla-
dude. He's
he's
gonna
a
have
classic guy. He's still in the bang
fucking
bus,
gold
dude.
chains.
He's convinced bang bus is real.
Figure it out.
It's not.
That's
dude,
why
you're
that's why they got a
fucking-
van, dude.
I gotta go because you're ruining my night now.
He's like, I got work to do. I got work to do.
Hey, wasn't this whole thing? Goodbye,
Oh,
everybody.
man.
Hey, take this bag and call me in the morning.
Out of the pan and into the fire.
All right,
got
guys, with
one
that,
here.
I think we're gonna end this on a high note, and everybody have a great night. We'll see you. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it feels like a Friday. I didn't
See
think
you
about it.
guys.
It's Tuesday. We'll see you Friday for pretty much exactly what you just witnessed.
Yeah, I'll have DP with me, so hopefully we'll shoot you live. I don't know what's going on because I know this thing's gonna be lasting a lot longer. So
Okay.
be cool if we go live with you though, and we could walk you around that place. Maybe get on a little earlier if it's some daylight.
Right.
But we'll have footage for you, that's for sure.
Awesome. I love the sounds of that. Well, fucking can't wait to see you there, man. It's gonna be great.
All right, guys.
Everyone, we
good
love
night,
you.
guys.
Everyone in chat, we love you. And
Yes.